Hi everyone, welcome to the Data Innovation Summit 10th edition. I am here with Steen Rasmussen, who is Director of Data Innovation and co-founder of IIH Nordic. Welcome Steen, it's my pleasure to have you here with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here. I've been looking forward to this a lot. So
Thank you for that. Steen, how does it feel to be part of this Jubilee edition and be surrounded by so many people who work with data analytics and AI?
I think when I see this event as it is now, this is my first time here, but I'm really impressed by the level of energy and the collective understanding of the importance of data in the room, right? So there's such an energy and power around data that's kind of the core thing that we share today. So I think that's amazing. I think it's going to be 2 amazing days.
It's very nice to see the energy for this edition especially, so I'm very happy that you're enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
Steen is also one of our speakers at this edition. He will present on the second day, which is tomorrow. So can you share a little bit about your presentation and what is one key takeaway that you want people to gain from your presentation?
I think one of the key things is this understanding of that we've been spending a lot of years gathering data, and now we really need to make it actionable for people. We need to start doing things with the data on a more operational basis. There's a lot of talks about AI coming in, but it's
Right.
for a lot of organizations, AI is still wonderful, but it's still making data a commercial asset that we can use for the business. So there's been a tendency, and this is gross exaggeration, and people are going to lynch me, but for years we've been gathering data and not really using it. So there's been this stockpiling of data, and kind of the philosophy, the one who had the most data when they died, won. But I'm going to be using this tomorrow, so hopefully. But one of the things I'm pushing is data is not like oil. Data is like ice cream. So you have to. So you can, if you have an ice cream, you have to eat it while it's there. It's a soft ice, right? So if you wait too long, it's going to run down your fingers and get messy. So you need to use it while it's there. It really goes obsolete fast, and it's
Right.
yeah.
Yes. We look forward to your session. And I'm curious to hear in your field and experience, what has been or what is right now one of the biggest challenges that you're facing when it comes to working with data?
I think one of the biggest challenges right now is that people have been investing in, especially in my field, data and analytics for a long time. And we've been keep promising people about the data-driven insights and generated insights and actions and clever outcomes. And a lot of companies are sadly still waiting for that. Right? They keep investing and saying, and then we say, no, we just need some more data. We need to change the data. And so there's a lot of changes going on. So having this faith in the data that it can actually deliver what we promised, because it can. People are just zigzagging, so they never really get to the point where the data can deliver value. So I think that's kind of one of the core things that I see as a challenge for us as an industry. So we have massive companies building massive infrastructures, gathering massive amounts of data. But is there a return on that? Is that a good investment for the business? Because that requires something from the business as well. So it's not, they have to do something with this that will actually change things, right? And if the culture in the organization is not data oriented, then you will just be stockpiling this data, and when people see a dashboard, they're like, oh, that's funny, interesting, but then move on and do work like they always done.
Yes, you mentioned companies investing in data, AI, and analytics.
Yeah.
And many organizations now invest more and more in these fields, but not all of them see the value that they expect from that investment.
Yeah.
So what would your advice be? What would you suggest that both companies and individuals and teams do differently or try something new to get the value that they want to get from their data?
I think it's it's really going in very specifically in the beginning and saying, why are we doing this? What is the outcome that we expect if we do this project? Because sometimes we go in and say, hey, you need an AI, and you're like, oh yeah, that sounds amazing because AI can automate something. And then you get an AI and it's like, well, okay, that was really nice, but it's not really what we do as a business. So you build something on the sideline that is kind of not supporting your core business. So having a much better focus around why do we need this? What is the business of this? And then keep circling back to this and saying, what is this investment? Because all what we do are basically investments for companies. What is this investment supposed to do for us?
Yes.
Right? Because sometimes we just, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the newest thing. Everybody's talking about AI. I want one too. But if you don't have this, what is this supposed to do for the business? Is this important for the business? Then you get lost, and then you start investing in stuff that is not really critical.
Do not know why you're doing that.
And that will only get you disappointed when you get it. It's like, okay, that's it.
That's a very interesting take. Thank you for sharing that, Steen. I also want to ask you, when it comes to data-driven analytics and digital analytics and also data in marketing, which you are an expert in these fields, what is your vision for the next couple of years, for the future? What do you hope to see in terms of developments when it comes to both data and AI?
So I see it's an intersection, right? But one of the old mantras about AI is that, and it's going to be the same at least for a period, that AIs are not supposed to be taking decisions on their own.
Right.
Because they cannot be held accountable. There's this amazing case with, what was it, Canada Air, that had a chatbot that told people they could get discounts and could get refunds, but they couldn't. And then when they came to a court of law, then Canada Air actually had to deliver on what the AI promised, because they were accountable for the AI.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we're going to be moving into a space where we're going to be having AI-assisted decisions, but it still loops back to my talk about having this change from a data-first approach to a decision-first, saying, sure, we can build any company 10,000 AIs, but what 7 AIs are the most important things to streamline the business and make decisions faster? And it's really flipping the thinking from looking at us as an organization saying we want the data and the AI so we can do everything, to having this saying, okay, we want to focus on the AIs that can help us do the stuff that we need to do faster.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 more questions.
Bring them on.
Yes. One is that we all know, and it's already obvious, that data and AI will be more and more used in the next couple of years, until 2030, for example.
Yeah.
And both from organizations and individuals. So what would be one bold prediction when it comes to these fields? What would you say would happen that would be like a boom in the next few years when it comes to these fields?
On the spot? Okay, so prediction is that AI is, from many aspects, a data trap for organizations, because when we're looking at patterns, the more decisions that are being outsourced to AIs, the more black box are going to happen around what's going on. So actually, as an organization, we will get access to less data once other people start leveraging the data. One of the things that I see as a huge part of the future is you as a consumer. Because when companies start leveraging AI to push more messaging and more personalized content and more specific things at you, the natural thing for you is pull up your own AI and protect you from all the marketing and communication we're sending at you. So you're actually going to be using AI as a screen. And suddenly we will not be able to communicate to you directly. You will have your personal assistant that will be protecting you from us. And suddenly that will start depleting the data that we get from the market. So we need to think like a step ahead, because basically we're reducing the potential for data, because it's going to be disappearing.
Very interesting to hear. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Call
we're
me in
gonna
5 years
see
and tell me I was wrong or I
what
was right.
happens.
Yeah.
Yes, in the next 2 or 3 years. And to sum up our talk today, can you describe the Data Innovation Summit in one word?
It's going to be too awe-inspiring, impressive, wonderful. And you ask me on Friday morning, and I'll say hard.
Yes.
But that's good.
Thank you very much, Steen.
Absolutely.
Thank you.